Hello. Seems incredibly unlikely that aliens would design a ship that's just a series of wacky puzzles that you solve in order to control it. So I would guess that this is just that these consoles have reasonable, normal controls, and it's just that I'm a stupid human and I'm like flailing about trying to figure out how to interact with them, and that's why they're puzzles or something. Called it. Columnar jointing. Fucking called it. I was like, wow, they sure like eye-catching crystal structures and stuff like that. I wonder if our favorite geologic formation will make an appearance. And here it is. There's one for the books. Okay. That collection's getting really big, by the way. Although you guys know that if you've been watching, because I made a video about it recently. Oh, there it is. It's offset. I was trying to match the bee-looking shape, and I was not finding the right spot. There we go. Gonna go up? Nope, down's the way. If you wandered into a place like this, would you trust hollow platforms? I don't know if I would. That's some scary crap. The ship looks kind of blown up and destroyed, unless they really do just have a crystal ship. It almost looks like something went wrong and... ow. Some sort of matter-antimatter reaction. It cracked time and space, and now the crystals are taking over. It honestly, I'm just thinking of Seath's archives looking at some of this. Oh yeah, down to being a giant crystals making up the environment, and then invisible, like weird invisible platforms essentially. Why couldn't she just send me these transmissions? What's with these location-based ways of communicating? Huh. I want to read them in order, but I can't see what their numbers are from here.
I'm sorry. I know I'm making life hard for you. I had to deactivate a lot of their technology to keep that thing from following me. I think you can fix it. I read your file 177. I know about your family. I'm so sorry.
Some disparate information mixed in there. She's disabling everything, which is where the basis of the puzzles apparently, which she apparently knows how to disable things, and she's able to do it fast enough to avoid being caught by someone, which I guess must not be something that's sentient, or must not be native to this location if they don't know how to run this place, evidently. But also she had access to my personnel file, which seems rather unethical.
'77. I really hope you see this before sitting in that chair. It's not just a chair. It's a... I don't know what. It took me to somewhere else in the ship. There was a boat and a lake. The thing is on its way. I'll use this chair again to get as much distance between myself and it as I can.
I straight up can't get to those, like it's not reacting. Huh. Well, let's look at you. Oh, this is a familiar one. This gets its use, doesn't it? Yeah, none of these are straight, because of course they're not. There we go. One side to the other. Oh, you took me over there but didn't let me keep going. Okay.
This seems to be where they control everything. That hologram missed this ship, I think. I can see 2 power cores. If our crystal tech expert in Beijing could have seen this, he would have lost his... Wait, what's that? There's movement. I saw a thing move on the hologram map of the ship. It's heading this way fast. The AI tells me I activate an alarm. I have to go. Whatever this thing is, it's probably not friendly.
Why was that 2 messages? Okay, so that's the first time she realized that she was at risk. You have to be something that feeds the middle, which is only that one. Then you have to be attached to that. Nope, that one's not possible. Oftentimes working backwards is the easiest way forward with these puzzles. Just set it up so that the side attachments fit, and then go from there. Why? Yeah, why do they do that? They take me there via the camera, but then they fade out. It seems weird. Oh, now we're doing paired groups. Of course we are. Oh, I just can't click on this side. Okay. What? Alright. Seems like everything's paired with the middle one. Huh. You just flat out can't manipulate that one. I mean, that's the only option. That doesn't go there. So it has to be this one, right? Which means this has to be this one. Oh, this thing moves. Okay, that affects which one's going to also rotate when you rotate things. I can at least kind of work with that. In a somewhat frustrating kind of way. This is somewhat obnoxious. There we go. It's one of those sequential puzzles, like sliding tile and stuff like that, where whenever I'm faced with them, instead of really engaging with thinking about how to solve them, I just keep brute forcing towards the solution, where I know what the answer's supposed to look like, so I just keep shuffling things a bit until it finally lets me. Okay. Trying to figure out what's happening here. Okay, I think the light's coming from the middle. At first I thought like some of the perimeter might be emitters and some of them might be receivers, but I think it's all coming from the middle, and I'm just supposed to control which ones it arrives at. I guess the idea is that if it reaches the outside and it's blue, that means it's when you're supposed to do. And if it reaches the outside and it's red, then that's when you're not supposed to do. So that one's good and that one's good. Bad. Good. So those three are good. That one's bad. That one's bad. 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 Those were the only blue ones, right? So I need to block this one and this one. Carefully. Well, these are already blocked. This one does need to stay blocked. Huh. These are 3, but they're alternating. Can I make use of that? Kind of always ends up blocking something I don't want it to. So maybe it should stay put. But you're not blocking anything right now. Let's see if I can use you on these guys. Strategically. They tend to block a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Better. Let's see. So right now I have to keep that one blocked and that one blocked, but maybe I can do this just right to block better. Yes. Good. Now what we're looking at. So these are the chairs she was talking about finding. That one's not lit up. Double pyramid key crystal, so we could take them. Might even be mandatory for manning them. No crystal there. No crystal here, but it does have a pyramid. Do I need to combine the two? Okay. Warning, it's not just a chair. As it, like, does the most ridiculous, crazy lighting thing. Okay. What? Was that just VR? Are they holograms or are they actually there? Oh. Have I just been thrown into space? Generally speaking, that's probably not good news. Can I just go back? the river. What's interesting is that the ship itself does mimic actual crystal shapes you can find in nature. Oh, hello. Probably want that. Probably specifically need that. Any more context for this crazy?
I can't believe what I'm seeing here. I used to look up and try to spot their ship. Back on Earth, I mean. We knew it was here, but couldn't see it, right? I never would have believed something like this was inside. What is the purpose? Why did they build a place like this?
I mean, my first guess is the developers thought it looked neat, which to be fair, it does. A bunch of red crystals growing out of a river, out of rocks of those shapes, and the river itself has, like, stained glass crystal patterns flowing in it. This entire game is like a study in the exact idea of why columnar jointing shows up in so many games, because they're going down the whole gambit of like cool looking rocks and mineral formations and crystals and stuff like that. And just that's like the entire landscape of the game is just all the different cool looking ones. It's like it almost becomes a parody of why everyone does them in the first place. Gotcha. Multi-input or multi-output forking branch pipe dream is at least more interesting than just regular-ass pipe dream after all these years. What am I looking at? What is happening? Okay, so the ones that are the same icon move together or something? Oh. Oh. This is like a magnetic version of a lockpicking game. Like you're playing like Oblivion or something and you need to do some lockpicking and you see all the tumblers, need to make them line up a certain way, but in this case we need to line them up along these squares and the magnets affect how much they move. So there's none up here, there's 2 down here, so it moves 2 down. 1 up, 0 down, goes 1 up. This one's 1 up, 1 down, so it stays in the middle. This is something I've not seen before. Although I may have seen mechanically similar things technically, this is definitely not an implementation I've seen before. It is hard to move these things around because they're stuck on each other. Wow, these are hard to move. They're hard to move just by the virtue of how they're taking up so much space on the screen. There we go. Yeah, because they are a set number of pieces apart and locked together and can't overlap or change rows, moving them separately is actually kind of an ordeal. What do these things do, though? I don't think they work yet. This one has dark spots. Oh no, it is a sliding tile game. My nemesis. Oh boy. Okay. Do these work? These don't move. Okay. Off to an easy start. The elder puzzles are striking back fiercely in this game, though. There we go. I think these might be intentionally streamlined, simple layouts. There we go. Yeah, these ones seem designed to be solved more quickly than this kind of puzzle usually is. But I'm still not psyched to see them. Oh. Right-clicked a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh no. Specifically need that one to be over here, I guess. That's not exactly panning out. It's one of the handful of tactics I've picked up is the idea of kind of shuffling it. Like this, when you're trying to rearrange the fact that they're not organizing along the pattern you would like. There we go. Now this much at least does what I wanted it to. Ooh. That kind of just fell into place. Uncharged crystal energy stick with metal cap. We have very utilitarian names. Shiny. It really is just a stick of crystal with some metal on it to hold it as a grip, essentially. Do you work now, whatever this is? Ah, I'm allowed to look at it now. What the hell? Okay, so this flips them over. They all have a different thing on the back. So I can flip over the entire row or column. You kind of have to memorize what's on both sides, essentially. There we go. These puzzles have the potential to quickly become a form of hell. Ah! When you accidentally stumble directly into the correct solution, it kind of feels like a 4-move checkmate. What do you do? The other side's not doing that. Do I charge them? This is how you charge your sticks? Yep. I'll jam them both in there. Jamming my sticks in that charge station. Who doesn't like a charged stick? Are there more sticks to charge? That's the boat that was mentioned before. Oh, you need the charge sticks to pilot it. I think. Or maybe over here. I need to make that symbol first. I think that's right. Just looking for where the two have stuff in common. Huh? Oh boy. Hi? Hopefully only those two have to be lit, because the other ones don't seem like it. What? Okay, this is familiar then. Now it's lit on one side. I can spread that out a little bit. Yeah. But looping that in a different direction is more useful. All these ones that are just only have two lit up are a linear path that you don't change and can't go in any other direction. It's the other spots where you have more options to play with. That's where things threaten to get interesting. We clean? Seems like it. Unless you're gonna tell me every single crystal, the entire thing has to be lit up. But I can manage that too, I think. There we go. I feel like I'm taking a gondola through a World of Warcraft region. Ooh. There's a Doom gazebo. The Grand Conjunction. Lots of columns made of cubes in these cases. It's a very eye-catching and pretty game. With very variable puzzles, I'd say, so far. Some of them are really interesting, and some of them are like, oh, it's one of those ones again. The ones I play in every game.